They've already captured the imagination of this city and this country in several ways. Defending champions of the IPL, but today we actually have them in a different setting, in a very different location. Knights golf, some of the keenest golfers, some people still learning. KKR on headlines today in a very different garb. Welcome, gentlemen. I'll start with you, Venki, and then come to Jacques. The most popular brand in the IPL, that's quite interesting. I mean, you've upstaged quite a few. What do you have to say to that?
I think it's a real tribute to the way everything has come together. Frankly, to start with the team, the way they have performed on the field, and the way they carry themselves off the field, giving us an opportunity to sort of build a business around it. So, and of course, having brand SRK solidly behind us. So it's really gratifying for us to see where Team KKR and brand KKR has gone.
Jacques, you are an avid golfer. You love the sport. This is the second oldest golf club in the world after St Andrews, 1829. Talk about your golf a little bit and how is post-retirement, first year as a non-player treating you?
Yeah, I do enjoy my golf. It's something that's been a passion of mine for a very long time. So it's nice that we can get out to a golf course of this standard and do something that we really enjoy and take our mind off cricket. It's certainly something that I've learnt over the years. When you're not playing cricket, it's important to take your mind off cricket and find a hobby that you really enjoy doing. And it's certainly a passion of mine, and I know it's a passion of a whole lot of the guys that are in the KKR setup. And it's nice that we can mix away from the game of cricket and just have some fun, really. As far as retirement's concerned, it's a lot easier sitting on the side. You don't make many mistakes sitting on the side. You always know better. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's something that I certainly will look at going forward. Trying to pass off a little bit of the knowledge that I've learnt over the years and try and help the young guys, fulfill the dreams that they wish to fulfill. And I certainly got a chance to go around the world and travel and play this wonderful game of cricket and achieve some of the goals that I want to. And if I can help some youngsters on that path, it'll certainly give me a lot of pleasure as well.
Brad, when I look at you, I sort of tend to feel everything's doable. The intensity and passion that you bring to the table, when I see you at the ground after picking up a wicket, it's a revelation. Talk about where is all this coming from? The kind of reserve that you bring, I think nobody in this IPL brings that to the table.
Yeah, I'll just go back as a youngster and
go for it.
Good one.
So I'm not the only prankster in the team, so
exactly, and that's Johan. By the way, for my viewers, that golf ball was thrown by Johan Botha. I'll get him into the conversation as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what a cricket team's about, is just playing those little practical pranks like that, and that just creates excitement within the change rooms and amongst the group as well. We've all got different personalities. Some guys are quiet, well reserved, and others are very eccentric and really loud and like to play the pranks. So it's great to have that mixture within a group. Otherwise, it'd be quite boring. And but going back to, I feel so young at the present moment. I just remember what I was like as a kid, growing up, wanting to play this great game. And I retired in 2008, and I wish I didn't. I was in the test team for Australia at that stage, and I had a few personal issues, so I get away from the game, try and sort those out. And having that 2.5-year break from the game, and then meeting another woman and marrying another woman who said, get back into the game of cricket. It's something that you enjoy, you want to do, and you're still fit enough to do. I was just fortunate enough to go back, play grade cricket, then get picked up by the Perth Scorchers, and 2020 cricket's, I'm grateful for it because it's given me that opportunity to play the game at the present moment and play at a high level.
I'm glad your wife made you come back, because you've given us enormous entertainment, and keep doing it. Before I come to Robin, why don't you said eccentricities sort of define this team. Do the Robin act that you were doing for my viewers before we started. Come on, do it.
If I was bowling to Robin in a game, it really annoyed me how much preparation he takes before he starts out each over. If you see the preparation, I don't want to play with him in golf today because it just the countdown in the cricket, 10, 9, 8, 7,
correct,
6,
correct.
And then you see Robin, it's another countdown of 2 minutes before the first ball's bowled. So the bowling team's already behind the 8 ball before Robin sets up and plays that first ball. So on the golf course today, there's 18 holes. And I'd say Robin's going to prepare for each 18 holes, so a 4-hour round could probably end up midnight tonight.
Mr. Uthappa, over to you. I mean, talk about experience at KKR since last year, revolution as a batsman, sort of coming into your own, enjoying yourself. Just talk about the experience.
Well, for me, it's been a fantastic couple of years. My second year with the side, and I've completely enjoyed myself. And I think moving to different teams every second or third year has kind of given me an experience of what it takes to probably fit into each side. And I've completely enjoyed myself here. I love the responsibility that I've been given, and you know, I think with guys like Jacques and the support staff that we have, the coaches and the important members in our team, you know, there's so much to learn, you know, and you keep learning, you keep growing, and you know, when people inspire you and you have them in the same dressing room, you know, you can just go on asking questions, and you know that you're going to keep learning, and I think that's what I thrive on.
So, but will you take 8 hours or not today, as he said?
Well, well, someone's got to live up to the word, you know.
Jack, is there any other golf course in the world that you want to go and play? I mean, I was being told that you have a dream of sort of traveling around and do a bit of golf tourism and stuff like that.
I suppose there isn't a golfer in the world that wouldn't want to play Augusta. That's top of the list. I suppose that would be an ultimate dream, but to get to walk Augusta one day in the Masters is something that I'd like to do. I might have to call on a few favours from a few of my golfing mates. Maybe Ernie else needs a phone call soon now that I've retired and got some time to go watch it. But I mean, there's so many beautiful courses around the world. It's a great game to play. You know, a great place to socialise and a great place to do business as well. So maybe we can get a combination of all of that going and have a happy Jacques.
Take KKR to Augusta, do another tour. I mean, take all of these players to go and watch at least.
Well, you know, their wish is our command, you know, so certainly, you know, we try to do our best to make sure that, you know, whatever we do is something that the whole team enjoys. You know?
But Venki, talk about Shah Rukh's influence on the team and his impact on the team, what he brings to the table. I mean, we've all seen him sort of at the ground. You all have watched him closely, worked with him. Talk about that.
I think I'll put it in two ways. You know, first of all, just the positive energy that he brings, and you know, his outlook. He's a big picture man. You know, so it's just fabulous when we share some idea how he makes that even bigger from a brand perspective or any other initiative. But I think the other thing that I really I'm very thankful for is that they've been completely hands off with how KKR has been run. You know, empowered us to do our jobs. So I think the best thing they've done is to put the people in and give them responsibility, and really put a lot of faith into the captain, the support staff, the coach, and from a management perspective, myself and my team. So we've been very blessed that that has happened. And if you notice on a small point, that whenever we've gone to the auction, people have observed that we are the only team where the only management team is sitting there at the table, and not the owners. And so that's just a testimonial to how they look at the franchise and how it needs to be run.
So Brad, has Robin sort of taught you to try out Indian cuisine? I mean, another few hours, Bengali food, Indian food, something?
Yeah, no, I haven't really got out and tried the cuisines over here this year, but I've tried to stay healthy, and by the end of the tournament, before I go home, I'll be trying to get into a few dishes. So, Robin, I expect
Hey, Robin, he's just insulted you. He said he's trying to stay healthy. So basically saying what you eat is not healthy, correct? So what are you going to try? Tell me, what are you going to try?
Oh, look, I used to love the butter chicken, and I used to really enjoy the Indian food. But while you're playing, you just want to try and keep a stable diet of what you eat at home. And I think that's one thing that's changed since I first toured here in 1996. The food that we eat at home, we probably couldn't eat that when we first came here in 1996, but the way the hotels are now, we can eat a full range of world cuisine, so we're very lucky in that respect. But yeah, I've had the fortunate times of being able to go out and try the Indian dishes, but as I said before, while you're playing, you want to keep things as natural as possible within your system, so I'm very conscious of what I eat.
Jacques, now that you've retired, has Venki allowed you to or given you a bit of mishti, the Calcutta delicacy?
I certainly have gone one belt size bigger, so
3.
Yeah, I've got to be careful because I start playing cricket in a few months' time, so it's got to be careful there. But yeah, as Brad has said, it's so much has changed in this country, and I've always enjoyed touring here. And the nice thing is being part of the IPL is that it's given you a different outlook on the country. You mix with a couple of the guys that take you out to places you would not have gone to or not known existed, or eaten a few of the foods that you wouldn't have known about. So from that point of view, and seeing how guys prepare, different guys prepare, how the Indian players prepare, how the Australian players prepare, all in one team. It's been fantastic to see how the guys get together and mix and come together as a unit. And I think we're very fortunate in the way that our team is allowed to play their cricket. Like Venky said, the owners don't get too much involved in the cricket. They give responsibility to the guys in charge, and the players have been given the environment to fulfill their potential, and within reason, pretty much the players get given what they need to be successful. So we're very fortunate as a franchise to be able to, as the players and as the coaching staff, to be able to have those resources.
Robin,
can I just make one point on that? The good thing about our team too is that we've got a Wasim Akram, Pakistan influence. We've got an Indian coach, Vijay. We've got Jark as South African, full of experience, and then we've got an Australian coach as well, Trevor Bayliss. So having all those different influences in these conditions over here is great for a player like myself, still learning the game. It's been a huge influence, and that's part of the success of Kolkata. So full credit to the coaches.
Taking off from that, would you also say, in fact, this is a question I'll ask all of you, about Eden Gardens? Playing at the Eden Gardens in front of that crowd. Come what may, they will back KKR.
Oh, there is nothing like it. I think I reckon we've got the best energy, the atmosphere that an Indian ground, or arguably the world over, can give. When you get into the ground and when you hear 80,000-90,000 people, backing you, that's a whole different experience altogether. And come what may, rain or shine, they're always there supporting you. They will not leave unless the match is actually called off. So the passion is infectious, and obviously it motivates a lot of us in a massive way. And the people of Calcutta have always been loving, and they've poured us with their love and support. And I think that as a team, as a franchisee, will always be indebted to them.
Venky, as a city, as what Robin is saying, sort of the whole city is behind you all.
Well, there's nothing like Calcutta. Let's face it. And this time, we won, thankfully, the championship for 2 out of the last 3 years. Unfortunately, Jacques and the other internationals had their commitments, and so they couldn't be there for that celebration. But this time around, when we won it in 2014, Jacques made a call and said, I'm not coming back. I want to experience this. And I know how everyone feels about it. I think it was just overwhelming. It was just a goosebump time when you see the crowds that are supporting KKR and how they have attached themselves emotionally to the team. And when the chant goes up, around stadium, I'm standing outside and I'm feeling the thing. I'm sure they add a lot to what the team does in the middle. So really thankful for that. It's been a fabulous thing, and the way we've been able to engage the community. Even this, little thing. This is, our team loves to play golf, and it's a fun thing. But we thought it would be a great thing to connect with the community. There are some young budding golfers who are looking to break into the pro circuit who will play with us today, and there are corporate leaders who are golf addicts who are also out there. So it's a great way for us to engage the community, and we love doing a lot more of this. And so hopefully this will be at least an annual affair.
Fabulous. Jack, a word on the celebration. Brad, then I'll ask you about bowling in front of that crowd, and when you pick a wicket, what happens? A word on the celebration and how Calcutta sort of gets behind you all.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It's one of the best experiences that I've had. I suppose the only thing that could top it, and Brad will probably be able to speak about that, is winning a World Cup. That for me, the RPL was like winning a World Cup, because I hadn't won the World Cup. So for me, it is one of the best experiences that I'd had, and I suppose something that'll stay with me for the rest of my life. It's almost become a second home. We spend so much time here in India, and the tournament itself, it's a massive tournament, and after the World Cup, it's almost the next big tournament. People talk about IPL all over the world. Barring the World Cup, for me, was the one tournament that I always wanted to win, and I can say with a lot of pride. You know, I was part of a team that won it twice, so you know, it's a very important moments in my life, and something that I'm very proud of.
Welcome back to this very special presentation with Kolkata Knight Riders, celebrating their day out, enjoying themselves, mixing with the community, giving the community an opportunity to bond with the players. Brad, when you pick that wicket and you start that run and the whole of Eden Garden starts chanting, tell me.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful experience. I've been pretty lucky over the last couple of years. Out home, Perth Scorchers, we've got a huge crowd which gets really involved and loud, and Eden Gardens is just the same. And it's great to be able to play in front of crowds that are really passionate about their team. And Kolkata Knight Riders is owned by owners, but the public around Kolkata feel as that they own it as well, and they get right behind us, and it's loud, it's proud. And I must say that our team song, when we hit a boundary and the team song starts,
can you sing that? Do you know?
No, I'd actually ruin it. I don't. I'd actually ruin it.
I'll get Robin.
But it really gets it really gets the goosebumps up, and when you're warming up, that song comes up, and it really gives you that energy to go out and perform. And look, at the end of the day, we've got a great bunch of blokes, and the good thing about it is that we've got different cultures within our group, but we all get on. We love the game of cricket, and we enjoy each other's company, and then we go out there and the crowd just enjoys us as well. And one thing that I've probably learnt throughout my career is early on I took it too serious when I was playing for Australia, just puff the chest out and, you know, try and sledge the likes of Robbie and Jark out there. But now I've tried to relax and just enjoy it and not have that pressure, and it's so much more enjoyable. And to me, we're out there to entertain. We've got a product that we're entertainers, but we've still got to perform. But at the end of the day, the crowd want us to go there, give 100%, and if we're entertaining and they're enjoying what we're doing, cricket's in a solid place.
There's not much time left on the show. Venki, first, as chief exec, come on, Korbo Lorbo Jitbore.
Korbo Lorbo Jitbore, Korbo Lorbo re, Jitbore, Jitbore.
Beautiful. Robin?
करेंगे लड़ेंगे जीतेंगे जीत जाएंगे जीतेंगे जीतेंगे.
Robin, as a batsman and as a wicketkeeper, you have, you know, a lot to offer to the team. Still harbouring India comebacks, because IPL has given you that opportunity 1 year down the line, T20 World Cup. Given what you've done, you deserve it.
Well, yeah, sure. As I definitely give myself that chance. But right now, I think what has worked for me is to just stay in the present and take one day at a time. And you know, I'm not going to try and fix that because it's working just right. So I'm just going to focus on fulfilling my role here as a batsman and as a wicketkeeper and as a team member. And if I can do that well, I know the future will take care of itself.
Jacques, a word on the brand, IPL as a brand. I mean, perhaps India's only global sports brand. I mean, we don't have much in Olympic sport as well. But it's actually captured the imagination of the world in multiple ways.
It has, without a doubt. I know it's very closely followed in South Africa. South Africa is very fortunate to host it in the second year, so there's some good ties there. But, you know, wherever you go around in the world, people always want to know, tell me about the IPL. How was the IPL? How does it compare to other competitions? And it's such a good brand, and the way it's been run and given an opportunity for young Indian players to mix with some magnificent international stars. And for me, there's a reason why India has come to the top, especially in one-day cricket, the way they have. It's because of IPL. The young players are getting an opportunity to mix and learn from those players, and sure, it's benefited the international players as well, learning how to play in India. You know, being able to mix with some of the talented young players, try some ideas that the younger players give the older players. So it's been a magnificent mix and a fantastic competition that I'm very grateful for, that I was able to be part of for the amount of time that I was.
Final round of questions. I'll start with you, Venki. What is the way forward for brand KKR and the team? I mean, I know we are sort of reaching the business end of this tournament, but it's far more than a tournament.
No doubt about that. I think we've set a terrific platform right now. I think one of our big visions is to see how we can globalize the brand and the franchise itself. There's a lot of cricket happening in the rest of the world. So it'll be very interesting to see for us whether there are some opportunities there where we can put the stake in the ground and build the brand in a much bigger way. So, but we're really excited about where we are right now, and very excited about the future.
Brad, word from you. Where does Brad Hogg go from here? After IPL, what happens?
I don't know. I'm just living each moment as it comes at the present moment. I'm very fortunate because I've got a business out home which my wife runs. She wears the pants in there, but so I've got something to fall back on, and it's good having something to fall back on, and you're able to go out and play with a little bit more freedom when you're out in the middle with the game. So I'm just going to play for as long as I possibly can, and when the time comes, the time comes. So just got to play each game as though it's going to be your last, and just remember that there are other people out there that love to be in your shoes, and so therefore you've got to respect the game and respect the opportunities that you've got.
Robin, I know I'm sort of delaying you from that 8-hour stint of golf that Brad has already spoken about, but final word from you on your management, on being part of this team, on your teammates and their dressing room.
It's been a wonderful journey so far, and I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm hoping they keep me for a very long time.
You're not going anywhere.
So you have it from the CEO, and it's on record.
So, well, I'm looking forward to this relationship and how it just matures and grows, and I've enjoyed. I enjoy special relationship, different kind of relationships with everyone in the side, and I want to continue to nurture them and grow into those relationships in the most beautiful way.
You know, I have to give the last word to Jacques, because not only is, and I'll come to Brad as well, because I'm going to take a couple of minutes of these two to show me the tricks of the trade and take a bit of a masterclass. So, from you, the best all-rounder of our generation, perhaps the best in the world ever, along with Sir Garfield Sobers, the best batsman of our generation, along with Tendulkar. Now to come to this outfit, imparting your knowledge, seeing the youngsters grow. Does that sort of create a Jacques Kallis legacy?
I hope so. I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to leave behind. I'm not one that wants to be remembered for how many runs or wickets or catches I took. It's afforded me the opportunity to travel to places, see people, meet people that I would never have been able to do. And my passion now is to give that opportunity to other people. I've got the Jacques Kallis Foundation, which I run back in South Africa, giving underprivileged kids, promising cricketers the opportunity to live the life that I lived. So again, if I can part some of that knowledge and help guys live their dream, and have the moments and enjoyable time that I had throughout my career, if I can help them along that path, that gives me as much pleasure as when I played. So hopefully I can pass on a little bit of that knowledge and just help them along, even if it's a little bit. It gives me as much pleasure, like I said, as when I was playing and successful. So I look forward to that, and a new chapter in my life, I suppose, which I'm really looking forward to.
You know, on that note, we've got to sort of finish this show, but this interaction was incredible, because these bunch of people have given this country, the world of cricket, a lot. And to see them enjoy, give back to the community here in Calcutta. And as a journalist, I should be objective, but at the end of the day, I'm a Kolkatan as well. So I'm backing these people. So I hope my viewers will enjoy this show, keep backing Team KKR, and hope this brand keeps growing. Thanks for watching. But I'll take my masterclass and I'll show you a glimpse of that as well.